Hey everybody, Brandon Swanson here along with Sean Anderson, and we are taking a look at the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles.
They're cones now?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were birds.
No.
All right. Anyways, for the Atlanta Falcons, the key here is establish a running game because Devontae Freeman's kind of been iffy. Tevin Coleman will be integrated, hopefully, back into this lineup because he's been out a little bit with injuries. So getting those two going will definitely open up the passing game for Mohamed Sanu, and obviously Julio Jones has been one of the best wide receivers in the league so far. Matt Ryan hasn't really had that slip up. They had that 2-week slip up with the Seattle Seahawks and the Chargers loss, but really they've been able to bounce back nicely and beat the Green Bay Packers and I forget who they beat last week. But
what's Ricky doing? You looking at him? He's looking at the bottom of the... Anyways, go ahead.
I don't know what Ricky's a weird one. But we'll see what the Falcons can do. I know they're on a 2-game win streak, and they've looked very impressive in those 2 wins. So I think if the Atlanta Falcons' key is really establishing a running game between Freeman and Coleman, and that will just make the passing game that we've seen so far this year more successful. And then for the Eagles, they've been in this weird state where they've been in games, and then they've looked bad in games, but then they also destroy the Vikings. So I think really it's finding consistency, and it's difficult to do that when your running backs like Ryan Matthews isn't really getting enough carries. Sproles is now your main back, so I think really it is going to fall on Carson Wentz here because we saw him be so good in the early parts of the season. So I think really establishing a solid running game early and then going to play action will really open up this defense because Atlanta's defense and secondary can be attacked. So I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be definitely a fun game. Philly might get the advantage because they're at home, but I think Atlanta's passing attack is going to be too much here. I'll take Atlanta 35-31.
All right, pretty high scoring. All right, well, there you have it. Sean is going with the Atlanta Falcons to get the win in this one by 4 points, 35-31 over the Eagles. And that's going to do it. That's going to wrap it up. For Sean Anderson, I'm Brandon Swanson, saying so long to the next video. Keep it right here.